Okay, hello everyone, hello world. This is Wednesday, July 29th, 2015. We're here in beautiful Las Vegas, and the weather is what? Nice outside?
Nice. Yeah.
Hot?
Reasonable.
Reasonable? Low 90s? What is it? Let's see, what do we have? Oh, it's only 92. How's the weather there, Dennis?
It's gonna be humid. It's supposed to get hot again.
Okay. How is it right now?
Oh, about 71, 72 degrees. So
Cold.
not bad right now.
Okay. They're in LA. 71?
71. Can we trade temperatures for a little bit?
Okay. So we've got a couple of housekeeping things. First of all, we have a guest coming in at 11:30, an entertainer, Tony Saka. He has a TV show, and he'd like the school to help him promote his TV show. It's a late night or early morning show. I think it's on at 3 or 4 in the morning. There's 50,000 viewers, so it's not, it's not like ABC Wild World of Sports, but it's something. It's better than most people have. So he's going to come in and talk to the students at 11:30. We might have a YouTube for that. Secondly, more important, yesterday we received a call from Brain Rush. Everybody knows who Brain Rush is, right?
Yeah.
Good. Okay, just checking. They had a long, good, positive phone call with the Cook County Department of Corrections, or jail system. Where's Cook County? Cook County.
I don't think it's in Nevada, is it?
Correct. Not in Nevada.
California?
Not in California.
Arizona?
No.
Louisiana.
No, it's not Louisiana. Somebody should be going to Google right now, right?
Texas.
Somebody should type in, where is Cook County? Where's the big Cook County? Or it'll probably be the one that comes up first. Not in Texas, not in Florida.
Illinois,
Illinois, right. What's the biggest city in Cook County?
that's Chicago.
Chicago, right. So they supposedly have the second largest jail system in the country. No, in the world. And Brain Rush had a conversation with them, and we're going to have a follow-up conversation about putting a campus in Illinois, in the jails in Illinois, doing something out there. So we had an email exchange yesterday with them, and we're setting up for a conference call with them because everybody's now starting to get, regardless of whether people should be punished or whatever the reason is for going to jail or prison, they're going to come out, and if they can't get a job, they're going to go back to doing what they do. And it's, what we preach is it's not that employers won't hire ex-felons, it's employers won't hire people who don't have marketable skills. And it just so happens, so if we draw a universe, the universe of here are all jobs, or here are people with no marketable skills. And then we draw a graph of ex-felons. It's like most ex-felons, not all, most ex-felons, or let's just say people with criminal records, don't have marketable skills. So what they should learn while they're in prison is marketable, or jail, is marketable skills. Because where are they going to learn when they get out? Where would you go to school right now if you got out? Where else would you go?
CSN?
Okay. Do you think you could go to CSN?
No.
Okay. Why not?
Because I don't have the education I do.
Yeah. Right. So if you don't have a high school diploma or a GED, I think in Nevada you can't even go to community college. Okay? But even if you did and you got it 30 years ago, if you can't use a computer, you can't go to college. You can't make it nowadays. You have to know how to type, how to have Office and things like that. So life is getting more bleak for people who go to jail or prison. And now more and more communities, in fact, I posted things the last couple of days on Google Plus of the president announced yesterday that he wants to make Pell Grants now available to people in prison. Okay? But not so fast. There's a catch. It's only some schools. And those are schools that contributed to his campaign. Probably. So, some schools. The other problem with that is if you go to, and the example they used of a guy that had 20-year term, he took classes in something very esoteric, philosophy, or some kooky branch of philosophy. And so the problem would be if people go to school in college, but it's not to learn marketable job skills, what's the point? So things are happening there. Illinois, like Nevada, wants people to learn skills. So one thing that happened yesterday was Cook County wants to have a discussion about Larson opening a campus in Illinois in the jail system. Another thing that happened that we posted on the board, did anybody read that thing on the board? Nobody read the thing on the board? Okay. Not listening, don't remember. So yesterday, one of our state assemblymen, Harvey Munford, sent a letter to 4 senators and some other assemblymen inviting them to come to the Learning Village on August 27th for a meeting to talk about helping Larson do its program at Southern Desert. So that's good. So we have the attention of the Assembly and Senate in the state of Nevada, and a lot of it is driven by our 87% placement rate, which is the highest in the state of Nevada. So that was a good thing that happened. So we had Cook County, and we had the state Senate. So I then forwarded those 2 bits of information to the Captain Teal. Does anybody remember Captain Teal coming in a few weeks ago?
Yep.
One person? No. He's about this tall. He looks like Steve Garvey. Yeah. Nobody remembers that?
I don't think I was here.
Okay. Well, it was late in the day. It was after lunch, so maybe you weren't here.
I might have been preoccupied.
Anyway, so I sent it to Captain Teal, who's on vacation. He sent me an email this morning. So I sent him an email. I sent some of the stuff that was in the Wall Street Journal, the email from Brain Rush regarding Cook County, and the letter from Munford. And he sent me back an email this morning that said, are you available to meet Monday or Tuesday of next week when I come back from my vacation, because we want to talk about doing this in CCDC. So, thanks to our students, especially the ones in California who make it possible to be here in Nevada, and people here who are doing their work to make it successful, we are at the leading edge of changing how the jail and prison systems work. So that, again, regardless of how you feel about the only people in prison are people who should be in prison, or the system is totally corrupt, however you feel about that, it doesn't matter. The fact is 95% of the people who go to prison get out of prison alive. And if they don't have marketable skills, they're not going to get jobs. So if they start out not having marketable skills, they go to jail or prison, they come out, they don't have marketable skills, where do they get them? Okay, it's very hard to get them. You can't just say, I'm going to go to college. The adult basic education, what do you get from that? What kind of degree do you get when you come out of there? A high school diploma. That's all you get. You don't get job training. You don't get marketable skills for employers. So, you know, we're right at the leading/bleeding edge, and it's very important that everybody keeps focused on what they're doing, because if we can't get people who are in school to pay attention, remember things, to do their best, then the answer from the prison and from the jail is, well, why should we even do it? People don't care. They don't care about an education. Why should we care more than they care? But anyway, so good stuff happening. Now we'll go to part 2 of our conversation, which is actually what we're here to talk about, is YouTube. Okay, so in California, Dennis, did you have time to watch the video?
You guys watch it? Yes.
Yes, we did.
Yes.
Good. Okay. So we're kind of going to continue where we left off yesterday. And let's start with the review. What is a channel? Rachel. What is a channel? Okay, so if your answer is going to be, I don't know, then the expectation is you take out your composition book and you write the answer down. Everybody should know by now, you're going to forget 70%, best case. Somebody with a good memory is going to forget 70% of what they experience every day if they don't go back and review it. Best case. Worst case, you're going to forget 100% of what you learned yesterday if you don't review it. Okay? Our brains are not designed to be like hard drives on computers. We don't store every experience, every phone conversation, every step, every breath, every thought. We don't do that. Okay? But good people remember stuff, especially important stuff. Unfortunately, a lot of people remember unimportant stuff, and that's called what, according to Jill Bolte? Baggage, right? Okay, so Tom, what is a channel?
Channel
Thomas.
is something you can search on YouTube for.
Okay, that's true. In California, do you have a little better description?
Collection of videos.
What?
He said a collection of videos.
Who said that?
That would be Jose.
Jose, excellent. It's just a collection of videos. Okay. Ideally, they should be related to one another, but you can have a channel that is just anything in it. Okay, yes, Rachel.
What is, like, basically that, for me, that doesn't give me a whole lot of a definition of what a channel is.
Okay, so, I mean, that's the most simple, basic
Like
description.
a collection of what type of videos.
Doesn't matter what type, any type. So as I was just saying, you could put anything in your channel.
That they should be
It could be no. Well, they should be related.
Right.
And part of the conversation, the tutorial, the video today was you should have your channel consistent. If your channel is about this, if it's about, what do they say, putting on makeup or something, don't all of a sudden start having other stuff in your channel. Make it consistent, because that's what people expect. But as far as YouTube is concerned, a channel is what, Dwayne? A collection of videos. That's all it is. What does anybody remember?
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm well.
Sorry to interrupt.
Are you?
I'm just looking for the Larson Center, which is this.
Yes, this is this. You must be looking for this person. So what else did we learn from today's video about channels? Anybody remember anything else about channels that is important? Yes. Right, right. Make sure to have a catchy name. Okay, right. So let's start from the highest, most general thing. everybody should have a channel. And my expectation, or what your expectation should be for Friday, is that the 10 o'clock quiz is going to be about what?
Channels.
YouTube and probably channels. Probably that. And when you go to work, or when you're doing your research, your employment planning research, one of the things you should look for is to see if the prospective employer has any channels, and if they do, what are they? Because let's say you're an employer, what kind of channels could you have? Anybody have an idea in California? Types of channels an employer could have?
Training?
Training.
Training channel.
Okay. What else? Who's training channels for? Okay.
For your employees.
Okay. So another way, an easy way to think of other channels would be, what is somebody who's not an employee that could be interested? What are they called? Could be clients, customers. Let's say customers.
Prospective employees.
Okay. Okay. Prospective employees. Okay. Now for customers, what type of a channel might you have for customers? Yeah. Goods or services. What you do.
Right. Training a product.
Okay. Exactly. Okay. Now, for prospective employees, what kind of channel might you have? Exactly. Promoting business. Okay. What other groups of people might be interested in a company? Partners. Okay. So investors. If it's a school. Okay. So if it's a school, you'd have students. Okay. What about stuff for the press? PR. Public relations. Okay, you could have a channel just for that.
Yeah, for marketing.
Put videos in there of things like the company picnic, awards that you got, just stuff that might not fit anywhere else. Okay, so do you get the picture that you can have, business can have a lot of channels? How many businesses do you think have a channel? Have
Most
one.
bigger companies.
Not that many.
Okay, my hunch is of all the businesses out there, my hunch is most businesses don't have a channel. Most. Most businesses are small businesses, less than 5 employees. Most businesses don't. How many businesses, what percentage of businesses do you think have more than 10 channels?
5%,
20.
3%.
Yeah, I would say it's less than 10 for sure. Do you think Google has more than 5, 10 channels? Yeah, I would think that Google has over 100 channels. They have a lot of products. So you have an opportunity here as part of your interview to talk about how you can make them money or save them money by talking about YouTube. And one easy way to talk about it is channels, and just to describe the different channels. What I would do is I would create a document or a Google slide like PowerPoint that would have on here channels. I'd say to an employer, I'd lead him into the question of how can the cloud help our business? Would you want the simple answer? Money. Or and then I would lead into, and here's an example with YouTube. Have multiple channels on YouTube. Some are private, some are public, and we can have all of these different channels. I have a slide, a piece of paper to show them. Here's the different channels that we could have at work. Here. This will enable us to get more customers and be more efficient and productive. The employer would say, wow, do you know how to do that? Yeah. How would you know how to do it? Huh? How would you know how to do it? You've done it before where? Here, starting here, but that means this is a thing you have to practice and use, because if you don't practice and if you don't use it, what's going to happen?
Lose it.
You're going to lose it. Now, what did he say in the video today about spending time on your channel?
You have to dedicate a lot of time to it.
Yeah. You have to commit a lot of time to doing it if you want to do what he was talking about, which is having a popular channel. If you have a training channel, does that have to be popular?
Yeah.
Not really.
Oh, not really.
You can force your employees to do it if you have what? You have a training video plus what? Right, a form. And you could do the same thing here for customers or prospective customers or investors. You can have a form attached to it. And one of the things that you can do that we've seen on YouTube videos is they say, if you this, then click on the link below. Click on my link below. So you can exit a YouTube video and launch something else. You can go somewhere else. So you could go to a form. So the idea would be you force people, if it's your employees, you force them to watch your video, and then you instruct them and now do the form. Take the test. I think we're going to see in the future this is going to be a great way of training people to do small tasks. Watch a video, answer a questionnaire, because it's a form. Okay, so those are the different types of channels, and what you should do here with your channel is make your channel, make your page look good. And when you put on you have your resume or you send it in electronically, would it be a good idea to put a link to your channel?
Yeah.
Okay, why?
Because it lets the employer know that you have skills at being able to.
Okay, so one reason is it shows an employer that you have skills that they should be interested in, right? What's another reason to have the link to your channel on your resume?
Gives them other information
Accessible.
on your resume.
Okay, gives them more information about who you are, right? They get to know you better, decide whether they like you. Okay, what's another reason?
They can actually view it.
Well, okay, why do you want them to view it?
Promote it.
So they can promote it, they can promote you. Why else would you want them to look at your video or your YouTube channel? Yes. Okay, so that comes back to they get to know you more, better. They see that you have skills. Another reason is simply because it separates you, it distinguishes you from everyone else. You stand out. And the thing is, if you don't stand out, if you're not remarkable or rememberable, they don't remember you, do you think you're going to get hired?
No.
Okay, why not?
Because when they're thinking about the people they're going to hire, they have to put on the top of their head that there was something about their interview, there was something about their resumes
Yeah.
that drew their attention, that made them
Okay,
feel that they
by
were-
definition, if they don't remember you, how could they possibly select you? Right? By definition. How could anybody hire you if they don't remember you? So it helps you stand out. Just a very simple reason. Do this. Other people aren't doing it. Now, one day you're going to do it because you have to do it because everyone is doing it. So you might as well start doing it now instead of being the later group of people do it. You might as well be the earlier group of people who do it. Okay. So what else did we learn from today's thing? Besides have a catchy name, spend time, do your artwork, keep it consistent. What else?
You have to set an upload schedule.
Okay, so you have to be consistent, right?
Yes, it's 1 or 2 that you do 3 times a week.
If you say you're going to do it every day, what do you have to do?
You have to go on there every day.
You have to do it every day. Yes.
To answer comments.
What? Sorry, I was falling asleep.
Okay. That when somebody makes a comment about your stuff, that you should.
Oh, so another thing you're saying. You're saying another thing that was said in the video
Yes.
is if people comment, you should respond. Okay, now what if it's negative? What did he say to do?
He said you delete it.
If you have trolls,
Block it, delete it, block it.
block it, delete it, and don't get bothered by them. Right? Didn't he say that's part of life?
Yeah, you're gonna get the hate.
YouTube, that's part of what you're signing up for. Okay. Okay, so the thing I want to stress is it is important to have a YouTube channel. Monday, the point was YouTube should become the best, one of the first means that you do to become autodidactic. What's the challenge with using YouTube to become autodidactic?
You learn it yourself.
No, what's the challenge? What's the problem, the difficulty in using YouTube to become autodidactic? Time consuming. Okay? Because you don't know. When you go to do a Google search, it's very fast for you to find out whether you know the information. If you pull up a 12-minute video, how long could it take you to figure out whether, yeah, this is where I can learn, or no, I've got to go to the next one?
It might be
First
12 minutes.
It could be 12 minutes. Probably won't take that long
But,
because it'll take some amount of time
right.
to do it. So don't be locked into the pattern that we have of you start in the beginning and you watch in sequence. YouTube makes it very easy to go to the middle. And if it's not interesting by the middle, guess what? It's not going to be interesting by the end. So a tactic to use when you want to use YouTube to become autodidactic is, you might play the first 10 or 15 seconds just to make sure the quality is there. Usually it is there. And that the person makes sense and just the vibe you get from them is positive. But then immediately skip to the middle of the video. Because what you're trying to do is figure out whether you want to watch the video. Okay? Don't spend 3 minutes watching the first part of the video. Skip to the middle to see if it makes sense. If it doesn't make sense, go to the next one. If it does make sense, what do? No, you go back to the beginning because you jumped ahead to the middle. Okay, so YouTube should be the kind of thing that you do to become an autodidactic because there's virtually everything is on there now. Also, we are conditioned by television to watch something and it's easy for us to follow along and get what's happening. It's not so easy for people to read stuff anymore. So we're conditioned to watch stuff and learn that way. But the challenge is it could take a lot longer to find something good on YouTube than on Google+. Now, if you find something that you like, what should you do with it? Bookmark it?
Add it to your playlist.
Okay, well, if you like it, what does that do for you? Okay, but that's just all of the videos you like, right? Well, if you subscribe, what are you subscribing to? All of their videos. You might not like all of their videos. So I looked at mine yesterday. I have like 67 things I subscribe to. I go back and I look, and about 47 of them, it's whoever it was I subscribed to, and I don't know who that is. It's just I liked a video, but I made the mistake of subscribing to their channel. So what would you want to do? Go to YouTube.
Change your.
Nope, not subscribe. What? What'd you say in California?
Someone said put it in their playlist.
Playlist. Create a playlist, save it in a playlist. So everybody here should have a playlist that's called like employment planning. And if you go back and watch a video here and it made sense to you, or it was a YouTube video that we watched here, then you should create a playlist and save it to that. Okay, now my playlists have over 500 videos. And a lot of them are videos like today that are just for creating a library of here's all the videos we had. But what you would want to do is go back through your videos, through our daily things, the events, and there's a video attached, right, like today. And if you like that video, you should add to your playlist. So then you start creating your own personal library of good and important training videos. Okay, does that make sense? Anybody following me?
How would you create a playlist to begin with?
Okay, how do you create a playlist?
Go to your playlist.
Well, that's one way to do it, but you're watching, let's start from the thing of you're watching a video. So everybody go to YouTube. So let's get everybody go to YouTube. I have it on my screen. Let's go to a video. Okay, so I'm going to launch a video. I don't think you can see it out there if I launch it, or maybe you can.
It's time for another lip sync battle.
Okay.
And tonight, I'm facing off against one of the biggest movie stars of all time. His latest film, Mission Impossible: Rogue.
Okay, so everybody, if you have a video up on your page that looks like this, right? You have the video. Down below it, it says the name, has some information, gives you the option to subscribe. You really don't want to get in the habit of subscribing to channels just because you like one video. What you should do if you like one video is you add it to a playlist. So right below subscribe, it says what? Add to. Okay? So click on Add To. Click on Add To. You have to launch a video.
Click.
You click on any video, right?
Click.
Right. You click on any
Yeah.
video.
We're just doing an example. So just launch a video.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Then pause it. Pause the video. Okay. Now, then you click on the Add To. There's a little plus sign. And the box opens up. And it says Add To. One of the things it says Add To. Now, if you have playlists, they would pop up. But another thing is down below, the last one says Create New Playlist. Create New Playlist. So that's what you would want to click on. Okay, so let me sign in here. I'm going to do that. I'm going to show you.
It's time for another lip sync battle.
Okay. So when I click on Add To, or when you do it, what will pop up are all of the playlists that you have. So first you create a playlist, and you create a new playlist, but the next time you come back and you click on Add To, it's going to show you a list of all of your playlists. And does that make it easy? Yes, who said that?
I did. I did.
Okay, I did. All right. So, so you want to get in the habit, if you go to the internet or go to YouTube, or if you need to get information, don't just only go to Google search. Try to create the habit of going to YouTube because it's going to be easier for you to learn and retain. And we did a little experiment today, and that was asking you what you remember from the video. And people remembered stuff from today's video. As opposed to if I had said, what do you remember from what you read? Few people would have remembered stuff from what they read, but it would have been easy to go back and look at it. Okay, so get in the habit of going to YouTube to become autodidactic. Once you find a YouTube video that you like, which means you tested it, you didn't spend a lot of time to figure out if that was one you like, you tested it, and then you decide you like it, and then you will either save it to a channel or what?
Add it to a playlist.
Channel or a playlist. Add it to a playlist. And when would you save something to a channel or subscribe to a channel?
When you like,
When you want to follow more videos.
Right. So when you know that they have stuff that you're going to want. So if you like Tom Cruise, right, and you got a video and it was the Tom Cruise channel, you would want to subscribe to the Tom Cruise channel because then anytime anything was posted to that, you could see it. Maybe you're notified, maybe you're not, but you could see it. And then you post things to playlists if you want to be able to look at them later. And so you want to get in the habit of doing it. Now, you don't want to have more playlists than you need. And I try to break them up here logically. So I have a playlist for each one of the Google apps. Yes, Tom. Oh, okay. It looked like you had a question coming out of your mouth. Okay, so one thing to do, hey, good to see you. So one thing to do is create a playlist. So what I do is I create a different playlist for every Google app that we study. And inside of there, I have all of the videos that we watch. So when we do this every day, I don't go to YouTube and say, let me find a video for us to watch. I pull up videos that are in my playlist, and at different times, I'll go through and say, well, I need to freshen this up, or it's the new year, the 2014 tutorials don't work, I'm going to upgrade them to 2015, and I'll add them. So it's just a good, easy, convenient way to do things. Because again, if you don't remember what you learned, it's the same as not learning it. So if you can at least remember, I saw a YouTube video on that. I don't remember when. I don't remember the title, but I did save it to a playlist. How long will it take you to find that video if you saved it to a playlist?
Not long at all.
Not long at all. Okay? But if you say, I saw a YouTube video about that, I don't remember the title, I don't remember when, and you didn't save it to a playlist, how long might it take you to find that video? Forever. Could take forever. Let's say the video is taken down, you didn't save it to a playlist, and you're looking for one particular video. What are you going to find your time doing? Yeah, you're going to spend time looking. I know it was in here. Looking. If it's been removed, it's not going to say this was removed. If it's in your playlist and it was removed, what's going to happen if you try to play it? It's not going to be there. It's going to tell you it was removed. So that's just another reason to have a playlist. Okay, so what else does anybody remember from today's video? From our tutorial?
Find something you're really passionate about.
Okay, find something you're really passionate about. Why should you do that?
Because find something you're passionate about,
Right, because if you're passionate about it, you're going to spend the time you need to do it. Now, what would Seth Godin say about that? This is a Nevada question.
Right.
Who's Seth Godin? Seth Godin was a TED Talk, right? And so he talked about tribes and talked about the new way to market is to find people who care about the same things you care about, who have a itaku, right? What? Okay, find people that are that way. So if you're not passionate about a thing, you're not going to want to spend time on it. If you are passionate about something and you put the energy into it and you're looking for people that are passionate about the same thing, what did you conclude from the video? Will you get them? If you're passionate, you do a good job? Yeah, you'll get them. And the key thing from Seth Godin's thing was it's not one to the many, right? This is mass marketing, right? You buy commercials, you're mass marketing. What did Seth Godin say?
It's a subset of people that.
So you find people that are passionate, and they have other people that they, in their little groups. So you don't have to spend as much money just throwing it out there. Now, this model here still works in politics. It's about spend money. Whoever buys the most ads, whoever has the most signs is probably going to win.
Yeah.
That still works. Well, it worked up to the last election. We'll see what happens next time around. Okay, so what else does anybody remember from today's video? We have 7 minutes left.
You gotta make it easier.
Wait, in California, what?
You gotta make it easier to read, or to look it up, so they can look you up.
Okay, make it easier.
Easy, make it easy access, easier to read, easy to read.
Okay, good. So when they get to your site, make it easy to read. What did he say about getting people to know about your site? Yeah, have other social media attached. Have other social media attached. So, you know, for people who started this week, would you say you started this week?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've restarted.
What? Okay, for people who started this week, you should have a goal that by the end of the term, by your 16th week, you have your channel, you have your social media, which for here is Google+. You have all of your stuff set up, and you've got a great package, a great portfolio with you when you leave, when you're done with school. That should be a goal.
There was one other thing that just have your channel art in order.
Your channel art. Okay, so what does that mean? Okay, what did that mean? Have your channel art in order.
Having different pictures on your site that are about the topic.
Okay.
So it doesn't really boring if you already.
Yeah, so, you know, it's like anything else, people judge you by your cover, right? People judge books by their covers. If it looks like a lousy cover, people probably will think the inside's lousy. If they go to your channel and it looks amateur, what are they probably going to think? You're amateur. And are they going to be interested in that? Probably not. So since we know that people are very superficial, we go on looks. We don't really spend a lot of time finding out what the substance of a thing is. We go by the looks of a thing and we judge it. The best thing to do is go with the flow and spend time to make sure your channel looks good. Every channel you have looks good. Okay, what else did we learn? Or any questions in California in the last few minutes?
Anybody have any questions? Yeah. I have no questions right now.
Okay, so what are our action items then? You know, what people need to do in their free time today. So that means anybody who's got their memorization done, which is you, Julia.
Not yet.
Not yet. I know you guys are working on hard ones. Thomas, Ernesto's done. Are you done with your poetry for the week? Your recitation. Which one are you doing?
How I Love You.
Okay, that you should be able to get done. How about you, Deshaun? Are you ready for this week? Good. Okay, Mike? Not quite. You're done, Jesse. Rachel? Okay, so today, when we're doing other things, work on your channel. And a simple place to start is work on the artwork. Make it look good. Make sure it has a good name. If you don't like the name of it, I think you can change the name of a channel. I think it used to be you couldn't change the name of a channel once you had it. But I think now if you change the name or you create a new channel, focus on name and looks. Yes, Tom.
I mean, it's been a few years, but I worked on the civil side, and we would always have videos of Rosa, or it got to where we were hiring experts to look at social media that people have. So make sure you don't put anything on there that you don't want. You can always be found out.
Yeah. So okay. So that's always, yeah, that's a good point to bring up, just in terms of like, once you're out there, people can search for stuff. So don't put stuff on there that you don't want people to see. Now we're talking about this particular exercise is for employment planning purposes. It's to make it easier for you to get a better employment. That's the purpose of the exercise in the channel. So, you know, focus on that. This isn't the thing to have. Don't create a playlist of here's my favorite music song. Don't put that on your playlist. That's not, I mean, your channel. That's not what this exercise is for. So make it look good, have a good name, make it look good, and probably you should create a playlist or multiple playlists that have to do with some of the things that we study in here. Okay, you could create a playlist for the memorization, and what would you put in that playlist? Yeah. So a thing to do, like for Ernesto, would be, okay, week 1, red wheelbarrow, purple cow. Is there a YouTube video for those? I'm going to add it. I'm going to create a playlist that is memorization. And I'll add those in. And the next week is, what was week 2? Smile? Was that week 2?
Yeah.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Beautiful, right, beautiful. Okay, try to find that, add that to the playlist. So one playlist you could have are videos that have all of the stuff that we have in memorization. Okay, so we're about at time, and let's see, we'll conclude this tomorrow. We'll conclude YouTube tomorrow, but again, the point is you have to review and you have to spend time to learn how to do this. This is just the high-level introductory overview. Thank you in California.
Thank you, Ed. We'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.